Oh yeah.
I haven't read any of these articles yet, but I have a few pulled up about Binance stuff.
Oh yeah. Fucking CZ pleading guilty.
I feel like it's not that surprising. That dude was sketchy all the time.
Yeah, that whole operation was pretty wild. It's definitely crazy to see that coming to a head now. $4 billion is an assload of money. I'm curious to see how that affects like BNB and then maybe even USDT because they use Tether pretty aggressively. They're gonna have to cash out like billions of dollars. I wonder if it's actually backed by billions of dollars in cash.
I'm sure it's gonna have a pretty big ripple. That's also just the money right now. Like there's, I forget what it said on this article. It says there's a lot more money in Binance. He has to pay 4.3 billion. Investors have pulled 956 million from the exchange. I think they still have like $65 billion in assets.
Yeah, damn.
Somewhere people could pull and liquidate. So it could be more than just, the money they owe.
Yeah. It's incredible that you can rack up $4 billion in fines and still be fine.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. They're fine for now.
Right? I opened a short on BNB tokens. We'll see how that goes.
And their token, isn't it shitting the bed pretty hard?
Yeah, let's see. How is it going? It's recovered a bit from yesterday's dump.
Went from, what, 269 to 225.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big drop. Still, honestly, holding value better than it should be for
Right. I feel like
former CEO just admitting to fraud or whatever, pleading guilty to money laundering.
Yeah, if it holds over 200, I feel like it'll be okay. But if it falls below 200, I feel like you could fall all the way back to like $10 fucking for those tokens. I don't know. I also see people now are more excited about like crypto.com's token, like the CDC blockchain, the Kronos token. They're like, oh, if Binance is getting fucked, then crypto.com's doing it right, which is funny. I mean, they are definitely working much more like transparently with regulators, so that on that front they are doing it right.
Yeah. I mean, you never know until the shit's uncovered that makes it go wrong.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because people thought Binance were doing okay until it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they still are doing okay if they're able to just like foot the fucking bill here and keep going. It's also like Binance is getting kicked out of the US, but like Binance US can still operate in the US as far as I understand.
I think Bitrex Global might be shutting down too.
Oh, really?
Thought I heard someone saying that. Bitrex Global to cease operations on December 4th.
Oh, man.
Which means does that just mean everything's not operating? Because I thought Bitrex was.
Yeah, I thought their international accounts were still.
That didn't take long from the US shutting down. We'll put that on the docket of stories we're looking at today.
Yeah, interesting. Just see if we got all our wax off of our Bitrex account.
I'm not sure. I never had access to that. I thought we got an email about that not that long ago, but
yeah, something about like a balance that we still have to withdraw. I have to ask Mark about that too. I think I saw that email too.
I should make sure we do that before they fucking
shut down. It was like a decent amount of.
That's $4,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I'll fix this number now.
I'm curious. Oh, I haven't checked on the Barbarian floor yet. Actually, I see that's what you're looking at.
It's down. I might buy another one.
Let's see. Markets. Barbarians. Oh yeah, it's way down. 3 wax. Let's go. That's super down. Only 5,000 of them got minted too. 5,343 it looks like.
They could always mint more though. I don't think. I don't know. Did they? I don't think they shut the drop. I haven't checked.
I guess that's true.
Let's see if this is the right drop. They could always open up the whitelist, like, or add a new way to.
That's true.
Looks like it's still live. I'm just going to see if I can mint another one on my wallet just for funsies. You are not on the whitelist. Oh, because I'm on the wrong wallet. Let's do it. Because I'm supposed to be on my
waitlist.
No, my web cloud wallet. You can't be whitelisted on an Anchor wallet.
Oh no.
No. This is the wrong window. Shit. Trying to not show this window, not only show this window. Fucking thing. Thing fucking sucks. There we go.
Let me try this cloud wallet. I haven't logged into mine in a minute. I got myself the new Scotty, so I gotta get that.
Did you have to link that to your Amazon account?
Yeah. That's exactly how I did that.
What's the portal like? Is it just like a pop-up through Amazon?
Yeah, exactly. Just like a window pops up and you sign into Amazon, and then it's like, cool, you got the items in game, but I haven't actually checked. Let's see. So I might actually have to log into the game to see it, though. I don't think it's just going to be in my wallet. Where is it?
All right. Logged in. Says I'm whitelisted. If I could just mint more, that'd be dope, but I don't. Says I am, but I feel like it pops up like you've already claimed after you do this.
Let's see.
Yeah. Count not eligible to claim again at this point is what it says. So they could reopen it. So I wouldn't say that there's only ever going to be 5,300 of these. We don't know that for sure.
Yeah, that's
so the floor could come even lower if they mint double what they already did.
Yeah, although the floor for their other free drops has been a lot more, like, held up a lot higher.
Yeah, I think maybe less bots. I mean, we can see which account holds the most of these. There might be somebody that's just like selling 1,000 of them. 1.6K accounts have it. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Says R1J.wham has 162. HCD Wii Wu Run, that's a weird fucking wallet, has 154. That's still kind of a lot for a single person, but it's not like somebody has 1,000.
That's not an insane like concentration. Who knows how many wallets are owned by one person now?
Yeah, that's true. We can see if they bought them or if they're just transferring to their own wallet. This wallet might be buying them. These are purchases. These are not.
Oh, yeah.
Being traded. Some people are really stocking up. I feel like some people just stock up hoping that the floor goes up and then they sell, but
I feel like
there's no reason to,
pretty low floor, but yeah.
There's no reason to actually own 100 of those. Let's see where these barbarians came from. So this one looks like a multi-account. They're being transferred from a ton of different wallets.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I got the Brawlers Prime Gaming Drop 2 badge in my wallet here.
It's a weird badge to have.
Right.
I feel like I like badges in games. That's not a badge I would want. Yeah, I fucking got a free drop from Amazon Prime in week 2. I want everybody to know that.
No big deal.
I'm signed up for Amazon Prime.
It's got a little turkey on it.
I wonder if they've sold any. Let's see. They multi-counted the mining badges from blockchain brawlers. But no, they haven't sold any yet.
Those fucking horrible bees. I wonder how those are doing. The
I
bee
don't know.
slaughter. That one's pretty cool.
Wax pins. Wax bees. You can get a wax bee for 0.06. Or I guess it's one wax. I think people only hold these things if they're high rarity. The low rarity is just getting dumped. It's done $170 in the last 24 hours, so they're moving.
Cooking, yeah.
I guess it's the pins selling more than the bees, though. I guessed right.
Yeah.
Got people, degenerate gamblers trying to get that friggin' prize.
Yeah. I almost want to burn my pins to try and roll the dice, but I don't know.
These have all sold today. A shit ton of these are selling. To get $180 for selling something for 5 cents, that's a lot of assets moving.
Yeah, for real.
I wonder if we can see what the floor looks like on these guys. Looks like the floor is actually coming down. Why does it only show me like why is 11:15? Is that really the first time this sold? Like, yeah, it is. Like they didn't sell at all. There's no reason to buy them. It's crazy. You could have got one for 0.18 wax. Now they're selling for. Wait, what? They're selling for more back then, actually.
I was gonna
Where's
say
wax?
when I got my set, they were like around one wax or a little lower than one wax.
So honestly, they were worth more before, but wax was worth less. I think is what's going on here. Can I not read
Yeah.
correctly? Right, there we go. They started selling for 2 wax.
Yeah, I think the
Mark
most I ever
says,
spent was one wax, but most of mine I got for like 0.1 or something like that. They're pretty fucking cheap for a long time. Like 0.0 something. It's like almost nothing.
Mark said that's a phishing email we got sent.
Oh. Nice. Mark's keeping us fucking unfished.
All right, good to know. We're not just leaving. Because Mark said he like double checked and he withdrew everything before.
Yeah. I thought so too.
Oh yes, this is from Bitrex mail at eWorkforce Tech. That's not their website.
Yeah.
Looks convincing enough though. They just said from Bitrex and they had all the Bitrex minor
Yeah.
notes.
Motherfuckers, dude. Fishers.
I guess 0.7 is much more than 0.1, so it has gone up significantly. The thing is, nobody's buying them. As I say, if somebody like stocked up on them, they could have made a killing, but nobody is stocking up on them.
Yeah.
You can see the median sales.
That's true. That would have been a fun little one to fucking play. I didn't hate those, but there's so fucking many of them.
I mean, who's fucking stocking up on a million NFT with a million fucking mints? A shit ton of these have been burnt though. 31,000 wax. I wonder if we could do the math of like how much wax they would make back burning a million. I wonder if there's that. If that is how much. I don't think wax P do you get back for burning NFT?
I wonder if it'll find that.
NFTs are a scam, a rant.
Classic.
Of course, I can fucking read the side of the screen. That's not helping. Why they try to play Alien Worlds? We're in Vision RAM error, about 500 bytes short. I have 3 NFTs in the wax wallet, 2 of which don't have much value. Around 1 of 20k minted. I don't know how storing NFTs took up RAM till now. Looking, I think burning them can free up RAM, but I couldn't find how much RAM can be freed up upon burning. Thought I would burn the 2 ones with less value on the market. They show up for 0.01 wax. You could just sell them also. I just wanted to confirm prior to burning, RAM would be freed. Also, there's the way to see how much RAM would be freed if it does get freed on burning. I think I would still fall short of RAM to play Alien Worlds, and I would need to buy blah blah. The creator pays the RAM for creating NFT, not the owner, so burning NFT will give the RAM back. But how much? I guess we could just try burning one, right? Does it tell you how much RAM is freed when you burn a NFT on the blockchain?
I guess if you check the RAM before you do it and then check it afterwards, maybe that's the way to do it.
I think it says on the. Let's just go look at one of these wallets buying. God, I can't see the top or the bottom of my screen. It's super annoying. Yeah, we'll find somebody who just bought one and burned one.
Yeah.
Fose.wham, what's up? Ooh, something just sold on the Mythical Marketplace for me.
Oh, nice.
Let's see what it was. I sold a Matt Prater for 8 myth. Sick. It's not a lot, but it's a rare. Fose, what's up, Fose? Fose just. Why is it not showing any transactions?
Huh.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there.
They're using the NFT Hive boost, the booster CPU, because they're burning so much shit.
Nice. Those boosts are pretty fucking affordable. I think tacos is even cheaper than NFT hives. I guess if you're just generating the honey for free anyway, might as well.
If you're buying all this shit. Let's see if we can see. Are they burning stuff? Burn asset. There we go.
Yeah, check that transaction. Let's see.
RAM deltas, maybe? Release 256 bytes.
And then I guess
that's 151 bytes per. How much is buying 151 bytes of RAM cost?
Let me try.
Actually, here's a better one. Let me get my calculator out. Calculator. We'll do 151 times a million because that'll be the number. 151 million. I don't even need to fucking do a calculator for that. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so see how much. What is that? That'd be 15.1 gigs. 151 million. I don't know. Is that bad? That's bad math, right? How many? 1,000 is a gig, right?
Yeah, so 1,000 like 200.
That'd be terabytes.
If it's a million, yeah.
151 million.
Okay, then
I don't know how it's divided. Do you have the cloud wallet open? Can you actually? I just logged in my cloud wallet. I should be able to.
I'm just on blocks. Let's see if I buy RAM here in bytes. How much bytes do I want? I want to buy. To buy in bytes, 151 was it? That's 0.0. I thought it was like that's how much gets released per NFT, or no?
Yeah, but I'm trying to see how much they get back if they did 151. If they did a million.
Oh, a million. Okay. There, 151 million. You would get back 55,707 wax.
So they're actually getting back close to what they're getting away, but about 55% because they're giving away 100 million or 100,000 wax, right? So they're not losing that much of that, but they're still 45,000 wax is nothing to scoff at.
Damn, that's not bad. 151. So you get back 0.055 wax for every NFT that gets burned. Is that
That's also, it depends on the NFT. But I mean,
guess
we are
that's
specifically wondering about this one. Because some NFTs, if they have more immutable data, I think take more bytes because the RAM cost is based on the storage. So if you're storing more data on the blockchain, it costs more. But we were specifically wondering about this case, which is that's a lot of wax they're getting back. So
that's a
it's not
lot of
that
wax.
bad of a move for them.
So I could see, especially when stuff is worth under that amount of wax. If anything's selling for under 0.055 wax, it's worth to buy it and burn it to get like you get more wax for it if you're the
If you're the
creation.
creator.
Yeah, if you're the creator. Here we go. I got my Scotty Hellfire. No, not even. Heel Face Fire. Good lord. I'm fucking like struggling through this.
Is it an NFT? Can I just look at what it is?
Yeah, he's in my cloud wallet. If you check in OJ
Sure, it'll be on the blockchain brawlers.
that too. He's the recent giveaway. There's 900 of him. He's just
Only,
Scotty.
is it on demand or is it
Yeah, I think so.
promo? No promo. What schema is he in?
He is
There
Series
he is.
1.
Only 900 people have done that. That's not a whole lot for the free
Yeah, that's
giveaway.
the. I shared that one in our Discord. You can just, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can get this guy.
He actually looks pretty cool though.
Heel Fleece
Heel face. Is how you read
Face.
that.
Good lord. I'm all over the place with this.
Heel face fire, wide eye.
Heel Face Fire. I don't know.
Heel is when you're the villain in wrestling. So that's his villain face, is what that translates to.
Oh, okay. Heel Face.
Honestly, doesn't really look that different than his normal face.
Yeah.
Is it?
So if I use this guy, will he have the foam
I guess
finger?
normally he's smiling. Normally he's smiling with white teeth, and then the heel face. Oh, he's still smiling with the white teeth. How the fuck is that a heel face?
If you click over to the next one, they can zoom in on him a little bit too, like the second picture. Yeah, it's kind of the same. Although he's got that like black bandana on.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming if you play with him, he should be wearing that and have the thing.
Right. I'll slap people with the foam finger. I think that's kind of cool.
I do think he looks way cooler than the other Scotty, though. The other Scotty's kind of lame looking. Also, people had to spend a lot of money to get the other Scotty. These are in packs that cost like, what was it, $75? Like,
that's true. Yeah. Scotty is not a cheap NFT for a long time.
people are buying them.
Yeah, I got mine. I'm not selling them right now, but I might have to log into like Brawlers and migrate out of my Anchor wallet because it says I need to migrate from that.
Anchor cannot log into the game,
which is too bad.
I'll go back to the Barbarians for a second and see if I can find a cool matching one.
Yeah, that blue-green one's not terrible, but
this one's blue with the teal background, which is pretty good, and then purple eye for 0.23 wax. Or for $0.23, it's 3.72 wax. I already have one I like pretty good. Let's see if I can go to my inventory. So it's got to be like pretty cool for me to buy it now because I already have one I like. I got. Come on, blockchain.
My wallet.
I got the streamer pixel. That's pretty cool. Mint. Was it what mint of that did I get? What mint did I get? Mint 3. Let's go. 3 of 4.
I'm still trying to get enough acorns in fucking the Autumn Rush event in Rivals.
Yeah, this is the one I got. I think he looks sick. Black background, black hair, and then purple eyeshadow with an axe. So he's got to be cooler than this guy if I'm going to buy another one. I do want a purple hair one. But it's also got to have a cool background, cool eyes, and a cool weapon at this point. I'm not just going for any purple on purple. It'd also be nice if you could filter by like any of the attributes.
Can
Here's
you
some red on
like that?
reds. Red, red with orange. Red, red with black.
You can probably do it on NFT Hive.
Last time I checked, you could, but that was a
I
few
don't
days ago.
know.
Just scroll through and see what it is. This one looks pretty cool. Black on black, and he's got like a brown stripe. Or is that brown? I can't tell. Maybe it's a black stripe. I feel like I'd spend under 10 wax on one of these, so if I can find one. There's a lot available for under 10, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, there is now.
This one's okay. Blue, blue with arrows with a red background. That one you can't even see. I like this one all right. He's brown. I feel like he's also like... He's got like a wizard's staff, but then this also kind of looks like a wizard's crown. That's kind of cool. The only thing I don't really like is the blue
Yeah,
background. Like I think that's supposed to be a blue gem, but it makes it look like the same exact color as the background. I guess it's kind of cool. It makes it look see-through.
Yeah.
I feel like if his eyes were blue, I'd like this better, but the eyes are teal, which is a little off.
That was
But he's
definitely
okay
not bad though.
for 5 wax. I also kind of want one with the white eyes. I like the death eyes or whatever they're called. I like this guy all right. He's got... Ooh, let's see this guy. He's got a purple gem in his sword, purple beard, purple hair, brown background. I feel like I can find a cooler one though. Sword purple. I do like that the sword matches his hair. That's a standout for me. If he had death eyes, I think I'd go for it, but I don't know how many of these I want. This one's pretty fucking sick. He's got the death eyes, teal arrows, red hair, orange eye. I feel like if the background was like orange, that would be a fucking winner for me.
Yeah, that was pretty damn good.
This one's actually really sick. Look at that. He's got yellow background. Oh, if he had yellow hair here, though.
Yeah.
I do like the colors because he's got yellow, 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 yellow. Inadequate Mass says his name's Chad. What up, Chad?
Does it have names individually? I didn't notice.
No, he's joking.
Oh, son of a bitch. Got me.
His name is Barbarian 01 something something something. All right, let's see. Can I find one that is perfect? I haven't even been checking the red. Oh, this guy's pretty good. He's got green hair, green beard, and a green background.
Oh, that's dope. For what, 8 wax? Or what does that say?
7 wax.
7 wax.
But he's yellow eye paint and then like teal on his weapon. I feel like I don't love those, but he's got a good beard.
So
he's got a good beard, hair situation going on.
Good hair background scene, yeah.
This one's pretty cool too. Green and green, and then he's got purple eyeshadow and purple background. Oh, this guy has got white and white.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm getting close to my limit. Once we get to 10, I'm out. I didn't see any of these that I thought were like cool enough for me to buy.
Cooler than the one you already have, yeah. The bar.
I really like the one I got. Oh, this guy I like.
That white hair with the orange background. Yeah.
His beard and his hair just looks good together, even if the background doesn't match. And Greenwood, The Witcher. I haven't seen The Witcher. Isn't that a TV show?
Yeah, based on a video game. I think there's the sale going on right now is for the on Steam. You can get The Witcher for like $10.
I also like that my guy's one eye sewn shut. I feel like that's badass.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
He's roped up. I don't know why he's wearing ropes. It's like a fashion statement, but let's go.
It's useful too. You can use that to like rappel down stuff and tie things together.
And Echomass says, yeah, it's all right. I'm assuming he's talking about the Witcher TV show. It fucks with your mind going back and forth in time without saying so. I feel like Westworld did that to me a bit. Like I was watching Westworld, I'm like, what are we watching right now? Like Westworld had a bunch of time jumps that was confusing without like really explaining it. I fell off in Westworld. I had troubles.
Yeah, Westworld got a little too deep.
Should we talk about Binance CEO? I feel like we've been dicking around on
Yeah, let's do
NFT
it.
stuff for a long time. Let's read this article because
this was big fucking news in the crypto world. I think yesterday or the day before.
I mean, I heard about it in passing, but I haven't actually read the specifics of the situation. So let me read. It says Binance CEO steps down pleading guilty to money laundering, written by Noor Al Sibai. So if anything is wrong, blame this guy, not me. Ingarde, which I looked up is a exclamation fencers use. Don't know why he started the article that way, but here I'll read it. What is this exclamation used for? Ingarde. A direction to being ready to fence, taking the opening position for action. Okay, so that means you're ready to go. In what could be a game-changing moment in crypto history, the co-founder and CEO of Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange, has stepped down and pleaded guilty to multiple federal crimes. As the New York Times reports, the resignation and guilty plea of CEO Changpeng Zhao, better known as CZ within the industry, are part of a deal the bombastic crypto chief has cut with the U.S. Justice Department, Treasury Department, and Community Futures Trading Commission, all of which have been investigating the company over money laundering claims for years. Along with CZ, Binance itself has also pleaded guilty to money laundering and sanctions violations and has agreed to a whopping $4.3 billion in fines and restitution. Zhang will also be paying a $50 million fine as part of his plea deal. And as the New York Times points out, I think that's what NYT is, insiders say the Justice Department is keeping the option open to seek a stiffer penalty than the 18-month prison sentence. It falls under federal sentencing guidelines for crimes of this nature. It is pretty crazy that like a company can do super illegal shit and then just be like, yeah, we'll play a couple billion and we'll be chill. Like,
yeah,
you'd think like
that I agree.
they would force the company to shut down or something after breaking a ton of laws, but I guess they can't really. The other thing is like, this is all United States stuff, and they're not even based in the United States, right?
Yeah, Binance I think is based in Singapore. I think I'm not sure.
Do they even have jurisdiction? Like, if they're just like, "Fuck you, we're not going to pay it," like, could they? Like, what can the U.S. do about that?
I mean, I guess it's like because they have like U.S. customers, then the U.S. has jurisdiction.
They'd have to shut down the U.S. site. What if they shut down the U.S. and they're like, "We're just keep doing what we're doing internationally"? Then what could the U.S. do about it?
Yeah, they should be able to do that. But I think as part of them like shutting down the US and kicking out US people, they're like paying fines. I guess they could just be like, we're not paying fines. And then get like I think they also had like violated like sanction laws because they're helping people get around sanctions.
All right,
like,
I'll keep reading.
Yeah, I don't know.
The dramatic turn of events
shenanigans
is a severe about face for the company's now resigned CEO, who until now had resisted the internal calls to resign. And there's a link to that. Let's see what that says. The world's biggest crypto exchange seems to be melting down. And that was from a couple weeks ago. So I guess people are asking him to step down a couple weeks ago. And he's like, nah, I'm good. And then now he's like, I'm going to prison. I'm not good.
Yeah,
And
dude.
earlier this year, that saw billions of dollars worth of crypto being taken out of the massive exchange over 24-hour time periods. SOS. Zhao's brash assurances that everything was fine in the perennially ablaze room that is the crypto industry included his insistence that the 3 billion mass withdrawal at Binance last December was a very normal market behavior and that a crypto market crash just a few months prior was healthy. I feel like that's
What did they say
not
about the market
completely
crash?
incorrect. He said it's healthy. I wouldn't say it's healthy as much as it's just the cycles that crypto goes through. But
Yeah, it's
you consider that healthy?
kind of expected, I guess.
I think that's what he meant. But
It's
like,
not
I don't
super
know if I.
healthy that it was like fueled by all those scams, like
That's
centralized
true.
exchange collapses and stuff. That's not super healthy. It's gonna
As with
make
FTX,
regulators
the
go the
stunning
opposite.
admission of guilt does not necessarily spell the end for Binance. As the New York Times reports, the exchange is allowed to stay open as long as it accepts a government-appointed monitor to oversee it and make sure that CZ doesn't get involved with the company again for 3 years. He can come back after 3 years. Like what?
They're like, you got time out.
Like he
You've
should
been
never be
laundering
allowed.
too many billions.
This man should not be allowed to run any sort of financial thing ever again. He was laundering fucking. That's crazy. That's only a 3-year penalty. I feel like people
Yeah,
get worse
3 years.
penalties
That's
for like people have like sold fucking dime bags of weed in Texas and gotten in trouble for longer than that.
yeah.
All right. Although he admitted to having trouble letting go emotionally and having made mistakes, Zhao said in a lengthy paid subscriber tweet, "Who the fuck is paying for tweets from this guy? They'll remain available to the team to consult as needed. No, he won't. Not for the next 3 years. Consistent with the framework set out in our U.S. agency resolutions, which kind of sounds like the opposite of letting go. And also legally, he's not allowed to do anything like we previous sentences. He can't do that shit. Just 6 weeks after ex FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried was found guilty of his own bevy of financial crimes, this latest play in the battle between crypto versus government regulators has very much come out on the side of the feds. Though CZ, unlike SBF, seems to be handling it much more savvily. Is he?
Is it
I
wait
guess the
handling it
other
much
guy
more
was
what?
savvily. I guess the other guy was just a dumpster fire. So if you're not a
That's
complete
true. I mean,
dumpster,
he's not in jail
I thought he
yet.
said he's sentenced to 18 months. Yeah, it says
Uh,
insiders say the Justice Department is keeping the option open to seek a stiffer penalty than the 18-month prison sentence. So he's going to prison for 18 months.
the option is open, I guess, but I don't know. Right now,
No,
he's not in jail.
stricter, a stiffer penalty. That's the current penalty.
Oh, I see.
So 18 months is what it is now, and it could be worse than 18 months. But it's like I don't
Yeah,
know
I
how
think
savvy
Sam
you are
Bankman
if
was
you're going to
like is
prison
like
for.
over 100 years.
Okay, well I guess that's less savvy.
Yeah, damn, that's pretty big. Like developments in the crypto world for sure. Also, I mean, we've been saying it for a while too, but like I'm staying off of Binance, and Binance like affected crypto products like Binance Smart Chain.
Thank you for the
Um,
follow, Bibly Chuck. I think your name was.
yeah, I'd also like pulling my like crypto exposure away from like Binance stuff across the DeFi scene, which I feel like kind of includes USDT because I think Tether is like the main crypto that's being held at Binance. Like they have billions of dollars in Tether, and they support like the most volume traded on Tether as well. So it's like I don't know if they need to pay billions of dollars in fines if they have to like uh, liquidate their Tether. I don't know how well it's backed because Tether is notoriously not well documented for its transparency and its in its backing for its assets. So who knows? Maybe Tether goes loses peg if Binance has to like withdraw a bunch of its Tether to pay fines. Either way, stay safe. USDT is definitely something I'm exposed to on Wax because that is my counterpart liquidity. But I think USDT is not directly in the like shits like Binance itself is. So it's definitely a kind of a stretch. But yeah, let's
This next article I pulled up says Binance sees 956 million in outflows after Zhao steps down to settle the U.S. probe. And November
damn,
22nd, that is today, investors pulled about 956 million from the crypto exchange Binance over the past 24 hours. Changpeng Zhao
that's
stepped
almost
down
$1 billion.
and faced prison time after pleading guilty to settle years-long U.S. illicit finance probe. And the deal, in which Binance will pay 4.3 billion to the U.S. authorities, what do they do with that money? Raises questions over the future of the
Right?
world's largest crypto exchange and marks another blow for the industry beset by scandals. Also, why does the U.S. get that money? Like,
Yeah,
this seems
right.
weird.
They
Some
should
people
give
are
it to the
like,
people who
is that
got
an international
scammed.
thing? Like, I don't know.
That is pretty wild. That's an ass load of money for the U.S. Department of Justice. I think gets the money. I'm
Zhao
not
has been
sure.
replaced by Richard Tang, a senior Binance executive who joined in 2021, the company said. Data from crypto analytics platform Nansen, which does not include Bitcoin flows, signaled some investors have been rattled by the news and pulled assets from the exchange. Still, well over 65 billion of assets remain on the platform, according to Nansen. So even though they pulled like close to a billion, that's like 1/66th of the
Yeah,
entire. So it's not that
they,
much,
they have a
but this
huge
is also
operation.
it's been like 24 hours, so they could still pull a lot more. There's room for
Right.
more to be pulled.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like a lot of people are not necessarily on top of the news so quickly. Yeah, this is happening like today.
Boom Shankar says Tether has minted 4 billion USDT over the past month. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's
They
also
keep
hard
it
to
small,
understand like
though.
how is it backed when like their audits are so like internal. Like you pretty much have to trust them.
Killerlov. I can't say your name. I butchered it. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Binance has seen significant exchange outflows since the announcement, but relative to their total holdings is quite small, Nansen analyst said. By comparison, investors pulled around 1.43 billion from the crypto exchanges and its US affiliate in June after the US Securities and Exchange Commission sued the companies. Among its alleged crimes, Binance failed to report more than 100,000 suspicious transactions, including with organizations the U.S. described as terrorist groups: Hamas, Al Qaeda, the Islamic State of Iraq, and Syria. Authorities said. Let's see if we can
Yeah,
get more Binance articles.
that's the problem. You can't be like helping people get around U.S. sanctions.
It's crazy that the U.S. can't even police that, though. That's like an international exchange. Why do we have a say over what other people are doing with their money in other places? That seems like we're like world police.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting like landscape for those kind of like cases since it
Let's see
is
if I can
such an
read this.
international space. But I also feel like, being headquartered in outside of the US doesn't automatically like keep you away from their jurisdiction. It's not like you can be like, "Oh, you don't have to say over what I do in your country just because I'm headquartered outside of your country."
I think I can read
It's,
this. Let's see if I get through it before ad pops up saying I can't read it. It says the
okay.
U.S. case details Binance's knowledge about criminal users. The crypto exchange treated them as essential customers. The government said U.S. authorities want the industry to understand how bad that is for business.
Huh.
There's
CZ.
Changpeng Zhao and his deputies at Binance did little to stop criminals from trading on the cryptocurrency exchange. There's a picture of him walking through a door.
It's very crypto.
And this is by Emily Flitter. If anybody has any problems with what we're saying right now, take it up with Emily. This was published at 2:39 p.m. Eastern time, so that was like a couple hours ago. Hot off the press. For years, the Binance
That-
founder, CZ, and other senior employees of the cryptocurrency exchange knew that some of its users were criminals. Yet, despite regular warnings from some of its own employees that some transactions on Binance.com were violating anti money laundering laws, the firm was reluctant to cut them off. Those allegations, which were made public Tuesday in a sweeping federal case, I'm not going to click on that. Hey, if I click on too many New York Times articles, it'll just not let me read them. Against Binance and Mr. CZ show how thoroughly he and his deputies understood that criminals were using their trading platform and how little they did to stop them. In many cases, they worked hard to keep the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, an arm of the Treasury Department that fights money laundering and other illicit financial transactions, from learning about their most notorious users, according to a regulatory filing by FinCEN. Mr. Zhao and Binance pleaded guilty on Tuesday to violations of the Bank Secrecy Act and agreed to pay hefty fines. So is that what Binance is paying fines for? Is that what the
Yeah,
4 billion is for? Is it's just for allowing money laundering?
pretty much. There's
I
like
wonder if
a
they made.
one.
Do you think they made more than 4 billion in that though?
I feel like
Probably not, right?
probably.
Like, how much volume is moving for that? The trade fees were 4 billion though. That'd have to be so much volume.
I feel like yeah. There's definitely
So
like
they
a
make
good
a
amount of
fraction
like.
of a percent of. Isn't that all they get? Is for running the exchange? They get like a fraction of a percent of the volume of the trades.
Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah, but they also like lend out a bunch of shit and do a bunch of stuff with deposited money. So like they can make a pretty decent return on like their users'
I guess
funds.
that makes sense. So they're investing which I also think should not even be allowed. Like,
Yeah.
should people invest people's money that they didn't like give
It's
to
an
you to invest into
exchange
them?
of like they treat it like a bank a lot of the times where like a lot of these crypto exchanges are like, they'll invest your money for you behind the scenes, which is like, how a bank works. But it's supposed to be an exchange that only facilitates trades between people and takes a cut, like you're saying. So, it supposedly only makes money on that. But that's why, regulation is a good thing. They got to step in and fucking make sure these exchanges are behaving like exchanges, not like fucking banks.
I also think like I don't know, people shouldn't be able to launder money through crypto. That just gives crypto a fucking bad name. Like that's all the haters saying like people use it for all this shit. Like cracking down on that, I think is good because I don't think the crypto should just be like the free black market where you fucking can launder money and like it's also how people on Wax steal shit. They funnel it through a bunch of multi accounts on Wax, then they all send it to the same Binance account because they can cash out. And it's like I don't know if they fucking were reporting that those users were stealing that shit and then like gave their information to authorities, then they could crack down and arrest those people for stealing shit from people, which is how
Right?
tons of people on Wax have gotten scammed and why our blockchain loses a bunch of users because people get all their shit stolen or like buy into a project where they make a bunch of false advertisements and then just fucking bail through Binance. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I, as someone who's bought some of that shit, would like to see authorities crack down on that. So I don't think it's a bad thing to, I don't
Yeah.
know.
There's definitely like pretty much everybody who deals in crypto pays like through Binance or
So I
gets
do
like
think
has an account through Binance.
like this is might negatively affect the prices of crypto, but I do think it's important for like this and FTX like that needs to happen so people stop doing this and like it cleans up. It's bad short term, good long term. I would say like it's gonna hurt the prices short term, but long term this
Yeah.
makes it a better industry and more legitimate. And I would like to see it become more legitimate because there's way too much shady shit going down in crypto.
Yeah. I agree. It's nice to see it like chilling out a little too because it has been running pretty aggressively. You can let's see. You should jump over to my chart here and take a look
I'm
at
gonna
the crypto
finish
market.
reading this first, and then we'll get to
Oh,
your
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
In April 2019, representatives from a technology company working with Binance reached out to one of Mr. Zhao's deputies to report that Hamas military wing, the Qassam Brigades, was fundraising for what described as a Palestinian resistance by soliciting Bitcoin donations, and that it received funds through transactions on Binance.com. Binance official acknowledged the report, then tried to persuade the tech company representatives to downplay Binance's role in the transactions. According to the filing, which FinCEN posted on its website Tuesday. In July 2020, another company working with Binance pointed out users on Binance.com trading platform doesn't need to say that every time. We know what's happening. Associated with Hamas as well as others from the Islamic State. A senior Binance employee acknowledged that these customers are extremely dangerous for a company, but told subordinates to check whether one of them was considered a VIP, a user who did enough business on the exchange to warrant special treatment before closing his account. Let him take his money and leave, the employee wrote, according to the filing. Tell him that third-party compliance tools flagged him. Who are all these random followers? Thank you for the follow, Airy Goat Landre.
Yeah.
Mr. Zhao's lawyers and a Binance spokeswoman did not respond to requests for comment. Carl Tobias, a professor at the University of Richmond School of Law, said the government's actions against Binance were designed in part to send a message to the rest of the crypto industry about the consequences of failing to follow U.S. laws. While it was a smart move, Mr. Tobias said is unlikely to completely fix the problem. Yeah, that's obviously true. Ordinary
Yeah.
people who tried to participate in the industry recently suffered big losses and watched some of crypto's most prominent figures, Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of FTX, was outed as a fraudster. The question is there potential for crypto again to regain any public trust? I think so. Not everyone sees
I think
such a
so
large
too.
crisis of confidence in the industry. That's sort of where I'm at. Like, I think this is good. Like, getting those people out means there's less shady shit,
Right.
and just because it's
Get
happening
some
doesn't
fucking
mean.
regulation going. Like that means the exchanges that are left over after this shit is like worth using.
Yeah, I still think Coinbase is pretty pretty rock solid. I like Coinbase.
I use Gemini too, and then I have a crypto.com account. Like that one. That's
I
pretty much
Crypto.com too. It's one of the few ones that still takes WaxP, which is why I mainly have it.
yeah.
But Gemini, I've been using less because they now up their fees. Like they used to have the free withdrawal fees. Gemini is no longer like the best deal. Actually, I'm using Uphold more because Uphold,
Oh,
if you trade over
Uphold. Yeah,
$500, it's free trade. So I'm like,
that's
let's
true. I
go.
have Uphold as well.
And Toon says I have way too much money on Crypto.com. I think Crypto.com, at least for now, is safe. It's hard to say, like, for sure anything's gonna be safe forever because you never know what they're doing
Yeah,
behind the scenes. But they seem to be pretty legitimate. Binance, I don't know. It's easy for us to say because we're US users, and Binance was always locking. Like, I stopped using or didn't use Binance because my brother had money locked in Binance for like 5 months. Like, he like couldn't withdraw it. They were like,
yeah. It was like years ago.
yeah, and it was happening like during the bull run, and they didn't give him his money back until like the market crashed. He's just like, "Well, thanks. Like you locked me out of my money when I was trying to sell it, and then by the time you gave it back to me, it's worth like a fraction of what it was." So ever since then, I've told everybody, I was like, "Yeah, especially if you're in the U.S., stay away from Binance." But it was easy for me to say because it didn't work well for us. It probably seemed pretty legitimate if you were outside of the U.S.
Yeah, I definitely.
That's sort of
I like to keep a lot of my crypto just on my like own wallets too, though. Like very little of it is on exchanges at all.
me too. I send. That's what like when I say I use Uphold, I don't keep money on Uphold. I send it to Uphold
Yeah,
to sell
same.
when I
That's what I'm at too.
want
Like
to.
all mine, I keep mine on like my hardware wallet, and I'll use like Rabby or MetaMask to like interact with it.
All right, I'm gonna keep reading this. There are many other smaller businesses that are seeking to adhere to the letter of law in the United States without taking on this assumption that the U.S. is powerless to protect its citizenry. I've never even heard that word. I had to say citizens. Citizenry? Like, what the hell is that word? Said Ron S. Geffner, a partner at Satis and Goldberg, who leads the law firm's financial services group. Mr. Geffner said the illicit activity on Binance's trading platform was part of a natural evolution of the industry, which grew too quickly for early participants to handle. Binance was founded during a period of hypergrowth, he said, before concern for U.S. laws was widely held. I would, I mean, I'd say that's super, like, not just Binance, like, all the projects that started on
Yeah,
Wax during the bull run that are doing, like, profit sharing shit and basically becoming treasuries and being like, yeah, I don't
yeah,
think that's going to be allowed, like when regulations start happening more widely. And Wax is still under the radar, but people on Wax are operating very sketchily.
yeah,
And I'll also say, like, it's not all the people's fault because, like, it's not the regulations aren't always clear, and also like not everybody's an expert on regulations. People are just doing what other people are doing. They're like, oh, this worked for this brand, I'm going to try it out. And it's easy to kind of fall into doing shit that probably isn't legit. Like I don't think everybody's malicious intent that ends up doing things sketchily on Wax. Some people do have malicious intent, but I think a lot of people are just trying to make their projects survive and doing what other thriving projects are doing, even if like 90% of the projects are doing things that'll probably be not legal in the future if they're not already.
yeah. That's true. It's definitely not a good enough excuse either, though. Like you gotta
Yeah.
pivot if stuff becomes illegal.
I don't know if you saw yesterday's EOS shutdown.
Oh, really?
Because the UK, let me read. The UK made a ruling about some shit. The UK changed their laws on airdrops. Said, today I'm announcing that we must pause this US gameplay features. This is due to NFT gaming regulations that have recently been released in the UK. Before the regulations were released, we were extremely excited to be working on whatever they're working on. But the new regulation framework in the UK makes it seem like there isn't the route in the UK wants to allow Web3 to go down. I don't know, he didn't really say, but they basically said like you can't airdrop stuff to people saying that they will earn. Like if the airdrops are saying like play to earn, you'll earn from this, then that's illegal. But I don't know, it's also the whole thing is like not really clearly defined. It makes it just sound like any airdrop's bad. But then they also talk about uh, not just any airdrop, but they talk a lot about advertising. So it's kind of like you can't advertise profit. If you ever advertise profit with an airdrop, then you're probably breaking the regulations, which to be honest is like 90% of crypto games. I can't say for
Yeah.
sure if ZOS ever advertised that. So I don't know if they're actually breaking it, but yeah, hard to say. I also feel like the skeptic in me, I don't want to be too much of a this is a speculation and probably not true, but I'd say people can use it as an excuse to give up when they're struggling. Like if a brand
Yeah.
was already doing poorly and hemorrhaging money and just wanted to give up, they could be like, "Oh, the fucking." Because I feel like that's what Yoshi drops did. They're just like, "Oh, regulations that haven't changed make it illegal for us to follow through on our project. So sorry, we're rug pulling." Like, I feel like
Yeah.
some brands do that. I don't know if that's what ZOS is doing. I don't know the specifics of the regulation, but yeah, my point is though that what was once okay can quickly be changed due to regulation, and you didn't know the regulation was coming, and it screws your entire project. So
Yeah.
it's a wild, wild west out here. All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
That's
keep reading.
crazy. I hope they come back
Mr.
in.
Geffner said other companies like the US-based exchange Coinbase took US laws more seriously. They employed people with more traditional financial industry experience and a different attitude toward following the rules, he added. Still, Coinbase has also settled claims by regulators that it violated anti money laundering laws, but has not faced criminal charges. Some of the people at Coinbase came out of broker dealers and had a sense of regulatory regime, Mr. Geffner said. It wasn't somebody sitting in another country saying, well, the US, who do they think they are? Why are they governing me when I'm sitting in another part of the world? I'm saying that and I'm in the US. I'm like, I do think it's a little weird that
Yeah.
world policing everybody. I also don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, though. As I was saying, like I do think we need regulation, and if other countries aren't going to do it, I guess we got to step in. But I do just think it's a weird situation where like people could be operating completely outside of the United States and still get shit from the United States for like I don't know. The world's a weird place. I also don't know like that much about legally how that all works.
Yeah.
I am not a international law expert, although I've probably learned more about international law through crypto than I ever would have otherwise. Court
Yeah.
papers filed in the U.S. case against Binance on Tuesday illustrated the tension that Mr. Geffner described. At times, Mr. Zhao seemed to want to avoid having to deal with U.S. regulators at all, such as when he directed his employees to figure out how to classify users in the United States as being somewhere else in the world to not come under scrutiny of American authorities. That seems like they'll fucking hammer you for.
Yeah.
But at other times, the documents show Mr. Zhao appeared to agree with his deputy's suggestions that Binance should try to block access to his platform by users from countries or organizations that were under government sanctions. The people still hoping to profit from crypto seem to have already moved on from the trouble firms like Binance. Mr. Geffner said that he attended a monthly crypto salon on Tuesday night in New York, where around 25 gathered to discuss a topic related to the industry. Catered, he added, and no one had even mentioned Binance case. Binance is old news, Mr. Kevner said. The topic for Tuesday's salon was a development of quantum computing and the security of data. Yeah, I feel like if you're in the US, it's not news because Binance US shut down a while ago,
Yeah.
which is what we were kind of saying. Is like Binance never worked that great in the US. So this probably affects international people a lot more than American people.
Yeah. Definitely. Binance was, I don't know, or is still such a huge operation. It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out.
I
Like they
think it's
could be
too
like,
soon. Like we're under the 24-hour microscope right now. You're gonna have to wait a couple of months to really see how this affects
yeah,
them.
how
And
this actually affects the market.
I don't know. When big news like this drops, shit just goes crazy, but it's not necessarily like an indication of the longer trends. Like we even saw
Yeah,
here, it went down. Honestly, if you would have bought it 225, you'd be doing all right now. It already went up pretty significantly. But
yeah. I think I'm like even on my short sell right now. Pretty much not in profit, not at a loss yet. Just kind
okay,
of
the last
chilling.
thing we'll go over before we go into your charts is let's just talk about Bitrex. Bitrex to seize operations on December 4th.
That's global
Cryptocurrency exchange
Bitrex.
Bitrex Global, which is an office in Bermuda. Bermuda, that's how you know it's legitimate. They're in the
Yeah,
Cayman Islands. That's how you know they'll never run away. Announced that they've decided to cease operations with all trading activity set to be disabled Monday, December 4th. So that's an important date if you're using Bitrex at all. I don't know if you'll not be able to withdraw after that, but just to be safe, I would say get all of your fucking crypto out
yeah.
of Bitrex
Can't wait.
before Monday, December 4th. The spokesperson said, "It is with great regret we have to announce that Bitrex Global has decided to wind down its operations. This decision was not made lightly, and we understand the inconvenience it may have on our valued customers. Effective Monday for December 2023, all trading activity on Bitrex will be disabled. After that date, customers will only be able to withdraw assets as part of the winding down process." So it sounds like you will be able to withdraw after, but why risk it? We
Yeah,
understand that this news may raise concerns and questions. We want to assure you that we are committed to facilitating a smooth and transparent wind down process during this period. All funds and tokens remain safe and secure on Bitrex Global platform and are available for withdrawal. In accordance with applicable law and our terms of service, at any time the withdrawal facilities on the platform, all users strongly encouraged to log into their account and withdraw assets as soon as possible. That's what I would recommend as well. Not financial advice, of course, but why leave your tokens on a platform that's shutting down? Because if they somehow
yeah,
shut down completely or lose their funds or get sued or something and don't have your money left, then good luck getting it back.
yeah. Get it
Bitrex
out.
announced closed down its U.S. operations effective April 30th. They said at that time that this announcement does not impact Bitrex Global, which will continue operations. Yeah, that didn't last long, like 6 months.
Yeah, right.
I do think, I don't know, Bitrex shutting down kind of sucks. It's one of the better places to trade altcoins.
Yeah, for real.
Like, also, like, how many people paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to be listed there? Like, a ton of money. Companies just wasted money. Like, listings aren't free. You had to give
Yeah,
like either airdrops or like pay straight up cash to get listed there. And a bunch of companies invested that to make their token more widely available, and then that just goes away. So it's like burning money. And I want to say like Brawl, you can trade there, right? Like, didn't Brawl get listed?
yeah.
So like the wax
Brawl,
seems
I
to be
think
on that one.
Brawl was trading there. There's a bunch of shit trading there.
So yeah, that's not great. Exchanges shutting down in general. It's kind of a end of an era for me. I used Bitrex. I mean, it was an end when they stopped in the Bitrex US, but just seeing it shut down altogether, like I'm pretty sure like the chart Max looks at a lot of the time, isn't it? Wax on Bitrex, like
I usually look at Qcoin for wax, but yeah, Bitrex
okay.
was another one. That is, a long kind of like trading history of wax. They had
That's
offered
where I
it all the way
first
back
got.
in
I think
2020.
that's where I was first trading. When I first got into Wax, I was trading Redcoin for Wax, and I think I was doing that at Bitrex. So that's
Yeah,
like how I got into Wax was through Bitrex. So RIP, you were good to
yeah,
me
they were
when you could
trading
see.
it back in like 2019, 2020 already, like for wax.
But I don't know. We'll see. Uh, this plus the Binance use kind of a lot of shit shutting down at once. I mean, Binance isn't shutting down, but it is a negative news cycle for crypto.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we want to get into your Wax
Yeah,
DeFi?
let's look. Let's take a look at. Let's take a look at the charts here. I gotta toggle over to webcam. Bam. Here we go. Yeah, let's take a look at the crypto market really quick and then take a look at our wax investment from last week. So I'm starting Wax Wednesday here, looking at the Wax chart on Qcoin. So we can actually change this over and take a look at it like on Bitrex, for example. And you can see on Bitrex, the trading goes all the way back to March 2020 versus when we were on Qcoin. We go back to, what is this, May 2021, and we have a really crazy wick there. So we only have this much of the chart. Same, even
I'm
with
just glad
Binance, I think.
Wax
Binance
trades
is,
on crypto.com. I feel like crypto.com is safe for now.
yeah, let's see if crypto.com has their chart here.
I'm honestly surprised Qcoin hasn't come under more scrutiny from like U.S. regulators because, I mean, we
They're
were
kind of
definitely
flying
using
under the
it,
radar, yeah.
and like yeah, for the longest time, just didn't have to KYC, and you could trade like a lot of money through there. So I feel like they're definitely
I think they also
playing.
still facilitate that, like for Simple Swap and for any swap or whatever the other one's called, change it now.
I hope it doesn't because I like using Simple Swap and Change Now and stuff, but
Yeah,
it's
me too.
surprising that they would go after Bitrex and not someone like Qcoin. I guess Bitrex just shut itself down. They didn't get
Yeah, I think they're just getting ahead of it. Binance is
probably not a bad
definitely,
idea
like on
though.
Binance, we even have a bull print coming in hot here. And look at that, the unbalanced volume on this is the weekly chart for Wax. The unbalanced volume is higher than ever, even higher than the peak of the bull market. Damn, that looks pretty bullish on the Wax chart. Let's go back to Qcoin. Qcoin, we're kind of chilling at the similar high levels as the previous, like in the bull market here on unbalanced volume. I'm actually curious to see this on Bitrex because it has such a longer history. That's funny to see. You see a bunch of money flowing into the markets on this previous pump, then kind of flowing back out, flowing back in, and then staying in the markets this whole time. So you can see on balance volume on Bitrex is just kind of like making new all-time highs. Let's go back to Qcoin. Similar deal with Qcoin though, climbing, almost making new highs, but not with the price, just with the unbalanced volume. Anyway, that's generally pretty bullish, but you can see we're also running on fumes now. We're in the overbought region for Wax, and so probably going to retrace down again. Let me turn on the lines we drew the other week and go a little bit closer here with the daily chart. So let's reset our chart here. We had our little breakout and we ran all the way up. We drew this line on stream, I think, last week when we had kind of retested it, and it had, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, we were drawing it right when we approached this level, saying that like this is kind of like a resistance. So it has held up as resistance. It was retested once, rejected, and then we got pushed all the way to this previous line, kind of like we were expecting to. And it looks like we're finding a little bit of support here now and bouncing. Also, on the daily chart, we are on the oversold side, but I think on the weekly, we're still on the overbought end. So weekly has a bit of room to like come back down here, possibly retest again previous low levels. It's going to depend, I think, on what Bitcoin and Ethereum do in the coming days or weeks. And I think on the weekly for Bitcoin, it is not looking terrible. It's kind of looking more and more bullish, but we're also on the overbought end. And then you can see we're kind of having a bit of a, if I reset the chart view here, there's a bit of a like bearish divergence here in the sense that our volume is going down and down and down, or trending downward here, while our value is climbing. So you have a falling volume with rising price, being a bit of a bearish divergence. So kind of wants the crypto market to be pushed down based on that. And then on the weekly, kind of running out of steam here with the range, so possibly pushing down. Let's see the monthly chart too. With Bitcoin, we are approaching monthly resistance here. If we can close the month above this kind of like band here, that's really bullish. If we can break out of that and then push into the bull market, that would basically be the confirmation for the bull market for me. Would be the monthly chart. You can see on the monthly chart, we're still in the bear print, still, not flipping our strength band to green here. And so, and also kind of approaching oversold,
I'm
overbought conditions.
surprised. I'm surprised with the Binance news and stuff. It's still going up.
It's holding up pretty fine. Yeah. You
I do
can
wonder.
kind of
Do you
also,
think people are moving out of BNB token into Bitcoin though? Could that be a potential?
That could be too. Yeah, I'm curious because BNB token's also been holding up okay, but is also at kind of like long-term resistance levels. Here, look, you can also kind of see the monthly volume. You see how like the volume candles have all been kind of higher during this low time, and then that volume has fallen off as we've come up. So you do see a similar kind of like bearish divergence here with a rising price and a falling volume. That's on the monthly. So still not 100% confirming that the bull market is over. The monthly chart still looks a little bit bearish, although the current candle is closing or is forming kind of a nice bullish looking candle here. And, it still has a week left to close. So let's see. It is looking pretty bullish. It is above our band. So let's see how the week closes so that the month can kind of close and see what it's signaling. But the weekly and the monthly are looking like a little bit exhausted and possibly looking for a retest to pull back. While the daily is, starting to bounce again here right on our band and is actually on the overbought side, oversold side rather. I keep getting that mixed up. Um, and so, looking for a bounce up still. So looking a little unclear, although if the weekly and monthly start to turn favorable, then that would be the confirmation we're looking for our bull market to kind of be coming back. Right now, especially for wax, I want to see wax, hold the current support that we're testing here, which is like 6.6 or something cents. What is it? Let me zoom in here. Oh no, not 6.6. It's more like 6.2, 6.1 or something right here. Let's just say 6. So we're a little bit bouncing off here, but we want to basically see if we can hold the days above 6 cents on wax, and if so, then we'll probably test again the upper limit here, and then if we can actually pass beyond it, we have already leveled out our next level of resistance, which should come into play around 8.5 cents. So basically, what I want to be is still, supplying liquidity at least down to this range where, if we do lose support in the coming week, we'll probably test this range again. And I do still want to keep the upper limit as well, 8 cents. So right now, I think I'd probably keep my liquidity around where it likely is, which is, like 5 to 8 cents. Um, and let's take a look at how we've done with our liquidity as well. So basically, for the coming week, we want to see we're going to probably have.
Did Max just freeze? I wonder if his internet is my internet broken? Is Max's internet broken? This morning I hurt my back carrying groceries. Just Max broke. Okay, we're gonna do a grub fish while we figure out what Max is doing. Wonder if his internet died. All right, grub fish. Exclamation point neon and your wallet, your wax wallet, if you'd like to join this giveaway. And hopefully Max will be back soon. It's pretty friggin' cold in my room right now. My parents rock the air conditioning pretty tough. It's not as cold as where it's snowing, but it's probably like high 60s in my room, which is cold for me. It's nice outside though. Here in sunny Palm Springs, it is a whopping 78 degrees outside today. I might go do some pool action after this stream. Oh yeah, we have some. I should show what we're giving away. We got sent some Thanksgiving NFTs. Some sick Thanksgiving packs. If anybody wants a Dogzilla Woof Thanksgiving pack, we can see what is inside these packs by looking at collection. Corgi couch potato, is that it? I don't know what's in there. Let's see the newest templates. Yeah, I'm streaming right now. Yeah, you're on the camera.
Sorry, my internet crapped out.
What do you want? What do you want? Yeah, the keys are over there. Say hi to my dad, everybody. My dad's trying to borrow my car to get a haircut.
Oh, nice. I came in just in time.
I was doing a grubfish giveaway while you were.
Yeah, my internet died.
I don't know why none of these pictures are loading.
Maybe your internet died too?
No. It doesn't seem to have an image attribute.
Huh.
I wonder if he forgot to do, because there should be a video or an image, right, for part of the attribute.
Yeah, for which one is this?
The stuff inside the Thanksgiving pack. I can hit up Mr. Buzz King about it.
Ooh, yeah. I might not have an image attribute.
I'll send him a message, but we'll give away a pack either way. Thanksgiving pack.
A pack of misprints. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm sure if there is a misprint, he'll allow you to like trade it for a normal one eventually. All right.
Let's see.
But to my research abilities, it looks to be blank. You might have just forgot to type in the hash. All right, let's do this giveaway, and then we'll let you get back to your thing. And
Okay.
then yeah, you'll have to send it though, because I don't have access to our wallet right now.
Oh, I can bet.
Turn off the music. Music off.
He's got a matching backpack and tail.
Was immediately sliced. Adequate mass with pocket and boom shake heart also sliced.
Sliced and diced.
Zeal 450. You done. You're around tomorrow, right? Or are we gonna do a Thanksgiving stream? Max?
I think I am, yeah. Wait, tomorrow we're doing like a Thanksgiving dinner.
What time
like but like, I think like 5 or something.
I mean, I was planning on doing 30.
Yeah, I think I'm around 9:30.
12:30.
Yeah.
And then I still need the product photos for thing to make the Shopify and advertise.
Yes. Okay, it's sunny right now. I want to take those in a second.
We're also scheduled to go on NFT Gamer TV's stream on Friday to talk about it.
Nice.
All to Ramstein. Thank you for the follow. So Marcelinik, aka Senia, won the Thanksgiving pack, which may have blank NFTs. We're not sure.
Exciting.
I sent the wallet to Max in Discord.
All right. Let me.
Yeah, I think we're scheduled at 2:30 to go on NFT Gamer TV. So I was thinking we'd stream on our stream at 12:30 and then just raid over there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, I'll put another one of these forms up. This will be running in the background, and then I'm going to switch back over to Max. But we'll do one more giveaway before the stream ends.
Let's see. I'm looking for a give wallet. There it is. Give Danion.
I'm thinking tomorrow maybe we do like a Thanksgiving side tier list. Go back to a food fight.
Oh
Or
yeah.
food tier list. I'll have to do less though, because the Halloween one took for fucking ever. I think it was like almost a 4-hour stream. Not trying to put that many sides. So it just comes down to logistics. If you have like we do 2-minute timers on each one, and if you have like 40 different candies, then it's like 80 minutes minimum of just voting. So I'm not trying to stream all friggin' day. I have also got family shit planned tomorrow, so I'll find a reasonable one with maybe like top 10 or 15 sides. I feel like up to 20 is probably chill. So that's like 40 minutes of voting.
Also, after that, it's like, then how much variety is there really? It's going to be like cornbread stuffing versus regular stuffing.
I feel like sides only. We don't need to do like turkey and stuff. Although I think turkey's kind of mid. I think turkey's overrated.
Turkey is super mid, dude. Are you kidding me? I agree.
I'd rather have like a honey baked ham. I'd rather have a nice brisket. That year we got a brisket from Costco. That shit was bomb. So much better
That
than
was
turkey's.
really good. Yeah, I agree. There's way better meat than turkey, but turkey's also so much. Like a small turkey's like 15 pounds. That's like, it's like a week worth of food.
I feel like the only thing turkey has going for us is it's cheap. You can get turkey for real cheap compared to like a honey baked ham and a brisket's going to be like 3 to 4x the price of turkey.
That's
Like
true.
those big turkeys are cheap, which is nice. And I do like having the leftovers, but I do think turkey's like just overrated. I do like my friggin' mash. Okay, I'll save this for tomorrow. I'm getting into it. Let's go back to Tech Talk. We're gonna do the end of Wax Wednesday tomorrow. If you want to come back and fight with us about the best Thanksgiving foods, maybe I will put some meats in there. I don't know. I'll make some sort of Thanksgiving food thing that's not gonna take.
I mean, I feel like I'd rather have a honey baked ham than a turkey. So
Me too. I'm excited to see what they have. Tomorrow we're going to the Purple Room, which is a restaurant in Palm Springs, and they have like a live jazz band playing, but they do like it's like a 4-course meal, but you get options on each course. So it's like, what of these 4 do you want for your appetizer? What of these 4 do you want for your entree? What of these 4 do you want for your dessert and whatnot? So I'm sure they'll have turkey as one of the options, but I'm excited to see what else they have tomorrow. Maybe I'll snapshot the menu and send it to our Discord so y'all can see what I'm feasting on.
Yeah, I'm also a fan of like prime rib. That's a big like slow cook thing that you usually get when you go out to fancy places.
Yeah,
Prime rib, little fatty rib, and like au jus on
last night
top.
I had a baller meatloaf. I got a meatloaf from a restaurant and it had a sriracha ketchup on top of it. That shit was bomb, and then it came with like truffle mac and cheese. It's killing it.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, meatloaf is actually, I don't know. Meatloaf hits the spot for me. That shit rocks.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
You don't like meatloaf?
I feel like meatloaf just gets a shitty rap as far as like food goes. Meatloaf
That's
is like
probably the best meatloaf I've ever had. It's a pretty nice restaurant, so I was like, they're gonna do this shit right.
Meatloaf just has like the stigma that it's made out of leftovers. I feel like.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like leftovers personally.
let's keep an eye on this. So, looking back at the chart here, it does look like we are in the last few hours here. This is the weekly still. The week, it depends on how it closes, of course. We're like, halfway through the week. There's 4 days left in this close. But depending on how we close, we might be actually, finding support here and flipping this. We've been, hovering at the top of our, red line here. Remember, we drew these lines like way the hell back here, where we did like a or red, orange, green as like the lower range, where we stuck around in this lower range for a while, and then we broke out and we've been in this upper range again, green, orange, red, then to make this whole like red to red kind of like rainbow that I drew. And you can see we're actually at the top of that red range, and it on the weekly, it looks like we're kind of breaking above it and hopefully flipping this to support, which for Ethereum would mean a break out of the range and a push probably to previous resistance here. So around 24, 2500. If we can push out of this, that's another 500 above where we currently are. With Bitcoin, it's a little less of a range. We've already kind of broken out of longer term resistance here. And you see we've already kind of pushed to that next level here. So I'm very curious to see now, are we going to get rejected here and push back down? Or if we can break beyond this, then, it probably retests the previous high of the last retest, breakout kind of move, which would be up here, 47,000. So still able to move quite a bit higher with Bitcoin potentially, but again, kind of running out of steam, looking for, we are on kind of like big resistance levels right now. So I feel like we're probably going to push down. Either way, when I go back to my wax chart, you can see it's already started to kind of move down on the weekly for wax here. But what I want to make sure of is that while this market continues to move into next week, I want to be exposed to the price action. And so let's take a look at how we're going to do that with our wax investment moving into the next week. So I'm going to jump over to Alcor and log into our DeFi wallet. And let's take a look at how our positions have fared since last week. So last week we were in, this is the wallet I want. There we go. Can't multitask too hard. Let's see. Signing in. Okay, cool. Here we go. So last week we were in a few pools. We created an index pool where we were pretty much entirely on the index side. It was out of range, and now you can see we're in range. Let's go into this pool. You can see we're actually in range right now, barely, but yes, by 0.05%. You can see we've made some wax as people have used wax to buy some of our index tokens from here. And let me zoom in. Our range, we're very, very tight in this range. So we're only putting up 2.5% of the total range because of how, thin our margin is here. But still about 1.1% outside of the range of being, 100% in wax, which is the end goal for that position. We want this to move all the way from index into wax. And once that happens, we're going to use the wax to buy more index and then again, do it over again. Pending how successful this is. So we're 1.1% away from where we want to be. I'm going to go to waxtools.net, which is the kind of home site for this index token. And you can see here, in a week, we're expecting a performance of about 0.3. So this is the 1% that we have set as our range here. You can see we're about minus 1.1. If I toggle this, it'll show you 1.2% above current spot. So that range is going to be good, or should be good at least, for about half a month, 2 weeks. Considering that in 1 month we're looking at 2.12. The reason that this goes up, obviously 0.3 in 1 week isn't 3x into 2.12. It's because it's compounding each time that it like pays out into itself, and that's how we end up with 20% per year. So kind of nice. This is on autopilot, and our liquidity position for this is still perfectly in range, and it's starting to do what we were expecting to see last week, which is, turn back into wax and make some wax in the process. So let's see how this does into next week. I don't need to change that one at all. The other positions we have, it looks like we have a USDT Wombat position that's out of range now. We're 100% in Wombat tokens. And let's see if we're still actually, if I go to farm, we could still be earning. If I toggle staked, it shows me only what I have staked. And we are still earning, slowly but surely our reward, even though our liquidity is out of range at the moment. So it's out of range because, the price of Wombat must have fallen, which we can double check on Wax on Edge. Get some nice charts going here. Connect wallet. This is not the wallet I want to connect. Connect wallet. We wanted to hit the DeFi wallet here. DeFi1.ftw. There it is. Okay. Let's go to swap. There's a few things updated here recently too where
Thank you for the follow. Dima Volosinski. Sinki. I don't know how to read that.
nice. And let's see. So Wax on Edge recently, I think, updated to be server-side computing of the route paths. So it's way faster now than it was before. Like, look how quickly that found, its path now. It's flying. So way to go, Wapaka. That's crazy, crazy difference how much faster it is now. But what I want to do is check Wombat. Here's the Wombat token. In terms of wax, yeah, it looks like we had a little bit of a drop here in the last few hours, but let's go by the daily chart. Daily chart, it's kind of been slumping down, moving down, on bounce volume moving off too. So in terms of wax, it looks like it's just been selling off. In terms of USDT though, USDT will have the same effect. Yeah, so it's also selling off. So that's how we've fallen out of range. So we'll probably want to reassess this. First things first, let's see. This is going to be about $1.85.
Emergency says WaxP and Amazon might be the next gaming central like Steam. That would be dope. Did Max freeze again? I think Max froze, right? Yeah, the blockchain brawlers thing on Amazon's pretty cool. How you can claim NFTs and link your Wax wallet. Would love to see more integration with that. Surprised Max is frozen twice in one stream. Exclamation point neon if you want to join this giveaway. Exclamation point neon in your wallet, please. I can show a preview of what we're working on tomorrow too. I just found the list. I have to change the tiers though. This will be S, A, B, C, and F. Hey, we got a giveaway going, but tomorrow we're going to be doing a Thanksgiving. For y'all internationally, Thanksgiving probably doesn't mean much. I know like Canada has its own Thanksgiving, but the United States, Thanksgiving is basically just an excuse for you to get together with your family and overeat, just binge eat a bunch of food that you really only eat like once a year. Like a lot of these things, like cranberry sauce and like, I don't know. I feel like I don't eat that ever. Same with like pumpkin pie. Like that's like a Thanksgiving thing. You're not eating that other times. Green bean casserole, that's another one. Like, I love green bean casserole, but I pretty much only eat it once a year. But this is our list. We got apple pie plus ice cream, apple pie, baked potato, biscuits, mashed potatoes, bread rolls, brown gravy, Brussels sprouts, buckeye pie. Never even heard of buckeye pie, to be honest. I didn't make this list, somebody else did. Candied yams, cheesecake, corn on the cob, cornbread, cranberry sauce, cream corn, green bean casserole, honey baked ham, lemon meringue pie, mac and cheese, peach cobbler, pecan pie, pineapple sauce. Also, never fucking heard of pineapple sauce on Thanksgiving. It's got to be like an alternative cranberry jelly sauce. Pumpkin pie, red velvet cake, roasted vegetables, scalloped potatoes, spinach artichoke dip, squash casserole, stuffing, sweet potato casserole, turkey, and white gravy. So that's gonna be our showdown tomorrow. We'll let you all vote one at a time. You get to vote for what tier it should be in, and we'll make a list as a group. It'll be fun times. Amazon offers free games to Prime subscribers. That means primers don't need to buy games through other platforms. Yeah, it's also cool that you can link your wallet and just like you can claim NFTs through it. Definitely think that makes it easier for people to get into it. I wonder how it works if you don't already have a Wax wallet. Like, does it help you sign up for? Would Amazon help you sign up for a wallet? Like, or do you still need to figure out how to sign up for a wallet? I think you can still sign up for free through like Facebook and stuff, but the hard part is like if you have to source Wax to generate a wallet, even if it's like 5 Wax, it's hard to get that Wax if you're not already on a centralized crypto exchange or understand how that stuff works. So it'd be great, like, if you do have to pay to create a wallet, it would be cool if you just use your Amazon account and whatever credit card's linked to that, it would just, like, source the Wax for you, but I don't know how realistic that is. I think more realistic is that you can create a free Wax account since they're changing the resource model so that you have to pay for transactions. It should stop bot farms from being able to play Alien Worlds, and because they do that, like, it shouldn't really matter if they let people sign up for free accounts. I think they had to they had to stop the free account creation because when I got on Wax, anybody could create a account for free. But what was happening is people are creating thousands of accounts and using them to like get airdrops and exploit stuff. So botters were abusing the system, so they had to create a fee to create account. But when they changed the resource model, it's supposed to stop botters from being able to do that anyways. And I think they can go back to free account creation, which would be wonderful. But we'll see. And if they do that, I could see like the onboarding process being real smooth. If you can just like go to Amazon, sign up like with your email that Amazon has signed up, and it gives you a cloud wallet for that email, and then it's just already linked. Like that would be super smooth. So that's the only thing. I don't have Amazon Prime right now, so I haven't seen how it works. Max used it, but he linked his existing cloud wallet. So I don't know how it works if you don't already have a cloud wallet. Like it'd be interesting to see if you've never used Wax before, if you can just still get your NFTs and start playing the game, or if it makes you jump through hoops to create an account that's too complicated for new users. That's the only like roadblock I could see in the in that situation. But I do think it's really cool. And Amazon obviously has a ton of users. Thank you for the follow, Solo Vichikura. We're getting a lot of sus followers today. I mean, thank you for following, but I've had a bunch of people follow with names that I can't pronounce that seemingly say nothing in the chat. But thank you for following. But sus. I wonder what's going on with Max's computer. If he doesn't log on in a minute, I'll just run this giveaway and maybe call the stream, but I think he's getting close to wrapping up on his tech stuff. I'm honestly excited for the Thanksgiving stream tomorrow. Arguing about food is more my speed than chart reading. Now, Random King, we know you're not. We know you're not a bot or a. I'm talking about the new followers, the people that they're not entering the giveaways either. They're just people like we're getting the follow notification on Twitch, and then the people don't enter the giveaways or talk or anything. Is like, where are these people coming from? Are they even watching? But again, thank you for the follow. And if you are watching, sorry for calling you sus, but sus. If this was a what's that game called? The imposter game where you're trying to find who's the imposter. Among Us. If this was Among Us, I'd be sus of you. I'd be like, we got the killer just followed us. Do people still play Among Us? I'd be down to do like a stream Among Us if we're trying to. I feel like the only problem with that game is like if you're streaming and you are the killer, then it becomes like everyone's gonna know it's you. All
There
right,
we
Matt,
go.
what's going on with your computer?
I have no idea. My internet keeps shitting out. It's not even specifically my computer. It's like the whole
Oh,
internet
it's
in
your
my
whole
apartment.
internet. Well,
Yeah,
luckily I'm on a different internet today. Otherwise, this would be a really weird stream.
yeah.
Where
Paul's in it.
we're
Paul's is shitting out too.
Are you just resetting the router?
No, it just like came back on its own this time. But yeah, the first time I reset it.
I got that power strip in my room that you can just turn off and turn back on.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
showed
that's a
off
good
our
one.
preview while you're gone. I found a list of Thanksgiving tier list. I read off all the competitors.
Oh, nice.
There's like 32 foods on there, so that's like a little over an hour. As long as we don't dick around too much before, I think we can get through it in a reasonable amount of time.
Okay, I feel like
There's
we
a
can
few
do
things
that.
I've never heard of though. Like let me know if you've heard of this. What the fuck is it called? It's
Let's
like
see.
some type of pie that I've never heard of. There's a
Pot pie,
Buckeye pie.
Buckeye.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Is that
It
like
kind
a
of looks
meat?
like it's peanut butter. It's like chocolate and it looks like peanut butter cream on the inside of it. Honestly, it looks pretty good, but I've never heard of
Hold
it.
on, I gotta see what you're looking at. Buckeye pie.
Yeah,
I've
that's the only
never
one I
heard of
haven't
that.
heard of here. But I'd say most of the stuff on here I kind of agree with. We can also skip it if
I
we
feel
don't.
like
Nobody
any
knows what
type
it
of
is.
pie though is gonna be good.
Let's Google it real quick. What is Buckeye pie? Does anybody in the chat know what Buckeye pie is? I've just never even heard of it. Looks like someone taking a dump. Like that's what that looks like. Does Wikipedia have a thing about Buckeye pie? That's usually how I found stuff. Buckeye pie, Wikipedia. No, it doesn't even have a
Oh,
Wikipedia.
I just got texted that there's a Spectrum outage alert in my area, and it will be resolved at 4:30 p.m. Well, fuck. If I keep dipping, that's what's happening.
Okay, so it says Buckeye is one of our favorite dessert pies. I mean, whoever said the chocolate peanut butter was bad combination. So yeah, I think it's like a peanut butter pie.
You know, I feel like
So
I used to say that it was not the best combination, but I've come around.
it sounds pretty
You can
sick. You
believe.
get 20 crushed Oreos. So I think you're crushing Oreos into a crust. So the crust of the
Okay,
pie is crushed
I'm already
Oreos.
on board.
And then you do heavy cream, chocolate chips, pure vanilla extract, salt, powdered sugar, creamy peanut butter, and butter. This sounds like the least healthy pie. Like pies aren't healthy to begin with. This is just fucking like butter, peanut butter, and chocolate just melted together and sugar and a fucking Oreo cookie crust. It sounds like diabetes in a pie, which honestly sounds pretty delicious. I would eat
Which
that.
is what I want in a pie. Yeah.
Let's see pictures of it. Oh my god, that looks so good.
Yeah. Okay. I'm like
With
mad
the
that I haven't heard this.
Oreo crust and then you melt chocolate on top of peanut butter. Let's fucking go, dude. I'll vote high. I'll vote that A tier, even though I've never tried it. Like
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
want to try it.
All right, let's try to get through Max's thing before his internet crashes.
Let's try.
And then we'll probably end the stream after one more giveaway. We'll give away a Halloween pack, so we don't give away too many of those Thanksgiving packs, and we save some for tomorrow to give away. I also hit up Buzz King to see if there's. Let's see what emergency.
Oh,
This could be the
empty.
beginning of a monopoly gaming industry with Amazon help now. With Therabody gear, Amazon will send NFTs to customers through their Therabody gear. Imagine each package Amazon sent requires an NFT in the digital world. That would be dope. Yeah, we're in the United States. We're in Los Angeles. I do think,
Yeah.
like, NFTs are a good way to like verify ownership for like concert tickets and stuff. So I could see them being used for like shipping packages and stuff too. And especially because wax is so cheap to manufacture, it could be like shipping labels or NFTs, and they like, I don't know, that should be dope. And if Amazon partnered with Wax for that, that would be huge for Wax.
Here's my Amazon NFT that I got for Amazon Blockchain Brawlers
I was gonna
partnership.
ask you, Max, was there possible? Did it was it only link your Wax wallet, or was there a button that was like sign up for a Wax wallet if you don't already have one?
I think it was like a login button. So it was like login or create account, I think.
Create account would be dope, because that's what I'd be worried about if like you have to go source Wax to be able to claim stuff on Amazon. It's not going to be good for onboarding new people. But if they have an option for you to create a free account and then claim the NFT, that's money.
Yeah, let's see. I shared it on our Discord not too long ago.
I don't have Prime, so I can't check.
Yeah, let me check.
I canceled my Prime when they started charging more for grocery delivery. I was like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, that is pretty weak.
That was mostly what I was using it for, was grocery delivery. Although now I miss out. I guess you guys have Prime, so I can still watch the shows, but I liked being able to watch the Amazon Prime originals. The government tried to blackmail Binance. Yeah, we went over that. If you just are joining in recently, the after the stream, the replay will be up, but I'd say about 30 minutes into like an hour 15 into the stream, we are talking about Binance and the SEC and the U.S. government going after them. And what's his face is going to jail for like 18 months, I think, potentially.
Yeah.
CZ. That's a cool NFT though. Like I want to buy one of those just to have it. Like he looks sick.
He does look sick. But yeah, this was the link. I just clicked the get in-game content, and then I signed in with my Amazon account. But I forget how I linked my Wax wallet.
We are not through Amazon, but we do have a little bit of VRL going on with our collection too. If you're new to our stream and are to us,
Yeah,
Neon Space is a
yeah.
we're a collectible brand on Wax. We make collectible neon sign NFTs, and then we've recently started producing stickers. So we allow people to trade neon blend tokens for stickers, and if you use 2 neon blend tokens, it's like a blend, and you can blend into a redemption code for us to mail you a physical sticker. So we're starting to get into the VIRL game ourselves, and we really like the technology. And if we could do it through Amazon, that'd be dope. But right now we do it through Shopify,
Right.
which works for us. And hopefully we have an update on Friday. We're going to be streaming with NFT Gamer TV, who's the one who's building our redemption tool. We've been a bit behind on, like, the last sticker isn't even redeemable yet, but we should have, like, the last sticker, we should at some point have 20 available for redemption. And then this Friday, we are dropping Mark the Narc stickers, who's a member of our team who's opening a pizza restaurant. I'm trying to convince him to stream from the pizza restaurant with us on Friday. So that's his
I feel like
opening.
it's opening, right? Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna be up there over the holidays. I think I want to go out and try to go to his restaurant.
Yeah, you should stream from there if you do. Check out Therabody
Oh, I will.
here. That's 100% Jeff Bezos' bold strategy to bring NFT each customer in order. Therabody, they do like massage stuff, right? Yeah, I saw there's some sort of like situation with that going down, but I didn't look into it that much.
I like this one. It's almost Christmas again. I can't believe it's been a whole year since this fucking scandal.
Yeah. Took a while to resolve and stuff too.
Yeah. Now he's guilty. Anyway, let's jump back over to what we wanted to see, or what I wanted to see here. I'm looking at the Wax USDT, Wax P USDT kind of chart here on KuCoin, and we're looking for the next week's performance. We are kind of like approaching oversold, so looking for a bounce. We are kind of above this resistance support line. We're hoping for it to remain support, not flip into resistance. So we want to get a bounce here in the next week. And then, so like I was saying, even if we do break above our previous resistance, 8.5 or so cents up here is definitely going to be the next resistance level for wax. And then below that, if we do fail to, flip this into support and this, becomes resistance again, and we just deviated above it briefly, then I'd say the next level to find support is going to be around down here around 5 cents for 4.8, 4.9, or whatever I have this set to. And so I do want to keep my range for the coming week around this, like 5 to 8.5, which I think it already is set to that. So if we go back to my wallet here into the pools, we're going to leave the index wax position alone. It has plenty of room for the coming week. And I want to see how it works out if eventually it'll turn everything into wax for us, because that's kind of the end game here. Next, we were looking at Wombat USDT. We're still earning fees from this. We're not crazy out of range, just 2.6 cents or percent out of range. And so I think if we want to take a look at Wombat really quick, if we want to decide, do we want to get back into Wombat at a different range, or do we want to leave the Wombat position alone, or do we want to claim it and go into something entirely different? Let's take a look at Wombat in terms of USDT. Wombat, there it is. This is in terms of wax. So it has kind of fallen a bit. We're at the daily chart. We are also oversold, so we're trying to come back up now. And so in the coming weeks, okay, it's actually already kind of like potentially halfway running out of steam on the way up here. We'll have to see how the weekly looks too. The weekly is very oversold, but also, been coming down pretty aggressively, which is kind of expected when they have, high liquidity yields, since there's a decent amount of tokens entering circulation and not enough burn pressure to keep up with the inflation. That's the weekly though. So in the coming week, it's still unclear to me if a Wombat token is going to start pumping in terms of USD or in terms of wax. Right now, the trend is kind of negative, like it's moving down. So yeah, even here in terms of these dollars, I can see the Wombat token price is continuing to like sell off. I can also add, the same indicators that I like to use, like on balance volume, OBV. We can see, yeah, lots of, value moving out of this pair, it looks like. So yeah, the unbalanced volume kind of like slumping, especially in this last sell. Lots of money left this pair market here. This is kind of a small market, so I'm not gonna like give that too much stock. But let's also look at the Stochastic RSI, SR I typed in. So we're also on the way back to being, comfortably in range here, not really like looking to break out or break down, and still below all the moving averages. Like, yeah, this isn't like a super clearly gonna be coming back into range. So what I want to do is maybe I'll take what we have and I'll widen our range to include, you know,
Oh no, I think Max froze again. Friggin' internet. Friggin' see ya. All right, well, let's do the Scarfish giveaway while we wait for Max's internet to come back. I was saying in the YouTube chat, but Emergency said, "What do you think about Funko?" I assume you mean Funko there in VRL. I was collecting Funko. I have multiple of the redeemable ones. I'm visiting my parents right now for Thanksgiving, so I'm not where I normally live. Otherwise, I'd show you them. But I have the Iron Maiden redeemable and I have the Big Boy Burger redeemable. So I have two of the redeemables from the wax drops. I haven't been getting them as recently, mostly just because, to be honest, I live in an apartment. I don't have a lot of room, so I can't just keep stacking toys in my room. Like, I just don't have enough space for them. Once I get a bigger space, I would love to expand my collection. But For now, I am doing a lot of the digitals, and I collect the digitals sometimes too, even after the redemption comes out because they get really cheap. Like I bought the elf set. I got the full elf set. So if there's ever like a property I really like, I'll get into it. All right, last call for this giveaway. Exclamation point neon and your wallet, which also this only works on Twitch. So if you are on YouTube and you would like to enter a free Wax NFT giveaway, you'll have to join on Twitch. But on Twitch, if you type exclamation point neon and your wallet, you can join this giveaway. All right, I'm gonna rock it real quick. Max is almost back.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do this
I don't
giveaway
know.
real quick.
I don't know how long I was in before I got cut out.
You're on for a while. It's just recently you got cut out. You're looking at the chart of the price. All right, we're doing grubfish. Random King and Monosuerte have been sliced down. I'm excited for tomorrow for Thanksgiving. I like the food tier list. After I did the Halloween one, I was like, I forgot how much fun these are. Like it's fun just arguing with people about foods. It's also cool to see like some stuff I hate, other people love. I'm just like, oh, this one's complete trash for me, and people are like S tier, and I'm like, I disagree, but I guess that's why they still sell this at stores because people like it.
I mean, I feel like people were right about the Reese's. The peanut butter cups are pretty damn good. I've come around.
Honestly, I feel like the ones that we got in those friggin' snack packs are not that good. Like, I don't know if it's the size that's worse, but I don't really like those mini Reese's anymore. They're okay.
Oh, really?
I'm,
There's like a different taste to the bigger, like flat cups.
there's a different ratio because like the outer part tastes different than the center part, and there's more center part in the bigger cups than like the mini cups.
Mmm.
Well, Paka said, "Nice." Or sorry, that was emergency. He said you were talking about maybe widening your range on Wombat when you got cut out.
I
Inadequate
was.
Mass 1.
Okay, cool.
Inadequate Mass, we are going to send you a Halloween Corgi pack. I'll give the instructions to Max. Let's see. Yeah, one of these Dogzilla Woof Halloween packs.
All right, let's see. Oh, the Halloween ones. Okay.
I want to save the Thanksgiving ones for tomorrow since we're doing a Thanksgiving stream.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And then hopefully we can get through the rest of this before Max's
Yeah, before I die.
computer breaks again. We'll say that was our last giveaway, though. Let's do. Oh, I also want to show off. This is with the Therabody. You can do a giveaway that links Therabody with brawlers. Do you need to own brawler stuff to enter this? Let's see. If you hold 2 Prime Gaining Drop NFT badges, so that badge that Max just got gives you entries, and then you can potentially win a Therabody Theragun, which I think is like a heat gun that's supposed to help like relax your muscles.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I have like
supposed
a
to be pretty
percussion
nice.
one. That's not bad. That's like a there's like beats on your whatever thing you're holding it to.
Bro, let's hop back into your.
Let's do it. Okay, so I went ahead and I withdrew the liquidity from USDT Wombat, and I'm just gonna widen the range like I said I was gonna. So I'm gonna do that by hitting a new pair, and I want to use USDT as one half and Wombat as the other. And this time I'm going to start by 30%, 30%, and I don't have a very even match or split of this. So I really just want to be like barely in on the one side. Like this. Like barely in. Let's see. How we do. Oh. There we go. Let's see. And then I'm going to widen the range to like 50% like we were at before. Not even close. So I am gonna fucking, what is this? Set this. Okay, I can get in range. I'm just gonna go slightly out of range, and that way I can put all my liquidity in there. So we are kind of like curling back up. So this way, if Wombat token does kind of start to recover, I'm gonna be buying or selling it back into USDT. Even though I'm entering the pool out of range, it should still be generating income through the farm because of how close to in range I am. So let me check that theory here. So you see it's out of range. If I come to the farm, look at staked, and I guess refresh. Oh, maybe it's not staking it. Ah, not staked right now. Interesting. So it doesn't. It has to be in range, and it can move out of range after you've staked it, but you can't stake it outside of range. Let's see. I was trying to hear. Okay, there's a stake transaction though. Let me stake it and see if that works. Okay, now it is staked. Hold on, I'm just like live figuring this one out. I'm curious to know if I can stake it even though it's not in range. Let me pull up the wallet here. I'm curious if it like gave me an error message on that stake transaction. Add liquidity, deposit. I don't see the stake transaction. So maybe it like rejects my staking transaction since it is out of range. Interesting. Good to know actually. It's definitely an interesting like prospect to not be able to farm without being in range, at least a little bit in range. So I guess since doing it that way, just supplying asymmetrically won't get me liquidity. Let's not do that. Let's sell a small bit of this into USDT and make sure that we actually have an in range position, so we're actually earning something for what we're farming here. I'm gonna
Emergency
remove.
also says Therabody is a pure advanced tech to help release stress, help improve health. Prime can use points to claim Therabody gear and also NFT drop. I hope the NFT drop is related to the Therabody. I think the thing I linked is like their partnership with Prime, where if you have blockchain brawlers NFTs, you have a chance to win. Also, thank you for the
Nice.
follow, whoever that was.
There you go. I just sold 100 of these into USDT, and then I'm gonna go back to pool and create another liquidity position. But I want to be in range. So again, I'm gonna go 30-30. I'm gonna go almost nothing on the USDT side. Oh, whoops! I need to toggle this the other direction. It's kind of like this is what I was looking for. Let's do 30-30 again, and then move it like so. There we go. Now we're getting a lot more. I want to be a little further out here. So look, I only have 1,000 wombat left, so I'm getting pretty close to where I want to be. I'm clicking plus a few times on here and then adjusting by clicking max just to make sure I get in the correct range there. Nope. Let's do this and this and this. There we go. That's going to be our range. So I'm going to deposit this time, and this time it should successfully also stake it because we're actually in range. And lastly, let's check in on our USDT wax position. So obviously in a second when this one, I'll refresh this and we should see our Wombat USDT showing up here in range, and we should also see it on the farms tab There you go. Staking, and earning Wombat tokens. Beautiful. Just what we want to see. 73%, not too bad. And so we are, here we go. We're also earning, we earned 2.5 wax already just from being in this for the week. And then on top of that 2.5 in rewards, we also got about 0.8 times 2. So another like, what was that, 1.6 or so wax. That's not bad at all. So we're at like 4 wax or something here in a week off of, like 200 wax. That's a really solid yield. I'm definitely happy with this. This is closing in on like 70-80% APY. Just rough math in my head. We're still 5 cents is kind of the bottom of my range where I want it to be anyway, and 8.5. So we're still kind of exactly where we want to be. So all I'm going to do here is claim the fees from the liquidity pool, and I'm going to claim the rewards from the farm. So I've claimed the fees there. I'm going to go to the farm. I'm going to claim these fees as well. Claim. And I'm going to take all of that, and I'm just going to deposit it right back into the pool. Hopefully the counterpart liquidity of the USDT is going to be enough to counterpart whatever I have in wax. So now I'm going to go back to pool. I'm going to, refresh my list here. So it also sees that I now have my 3 point, whatever wax. I'm going to come over here and we say increase liquidity. All of my wax, it needs 14 cents of a counterpart. I only have 5. So I might sell, 1 wax or something to get this to level out a little bit more. So I'm going to go back to swap and I want USDT. And let's see, what do I have to sell? Oh, I still have some Wombat left over. Let's see if that one makes it. So I need
Do you
like
have a bunch
20
of
cents.
LFG tokens?
LFG tokens, yeah, 57. I'm not sure. Oh, those probably got paid out from my what is it, Honey wallet. I was gonna say because
That's
I had
worth
a bunch of
fractions
those,
of them.
and there's a bunch of like random tokens. Dim, SSN, Wing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these came from like staking Honey, which I definitely prefer now just getting paid in wax because eventually I'm just going to swap all these for wax anyway. Like Shing, it's almost nothing. Yeah, most of these are pretty much not worth swapping. I'd also have to do this on Wax on Edge to see what their actual value price here is going to be. Let's see if I got a Wax. And let's see, what do I have? 3 TLM. Oh, 0.6 wax, not bad. But I'm trying to get USDT actually. Looks like we're going TLM to wax and wax to USDT between DeFi Box and Taco on this one. All right, whatever. I'll do it. I'm going through here and I'm going to try and source some of this USDT so I can add it to the counterpart of our liquidity pool. Let's see what else we got here. We'll do the Wombat. That was also like 6.16 cents. And what else do we have? Honey is probably not going to be worth it. Most of these are probably not going to be worth anything. So I'll just go back to my wax and I'll do like, let's do like 0.7 or something. 0.7. I said 0.7. There we go. 4, that puts us at 14. Maybe I'll do like 0.9. There we go. Okay, swap this. This should get us closer to even on what we've earned. So all I did now is swap some of what we earned last week in the mining and in the actual liquidity farm. And I swapped that into, a more even ratio so that when I come up here and click deposit, it'll be closer to my max amount here. So there we go. That's much closer. All right. So I added a little bit of liquidity to this, so it can compound. So now it's going to be earning the yield on top of what I've added to this, and it's going to be farming that yield on top of that as well. So 58% here. So you see, we claimed this wax a second ago. It's already starting to rebuild up. So we'll be back in a week to check in on that. That range is still set the same way as we had it set from last week, 5 cents to 8.5. So we're still pretty like smack dab in the middle of it, basically. And we're still relatively decent, like chunk of the pool, 0.03%, with only our, like $15. So that's pretty sweet. Nice little concentrated liquidity supplying. All right. So with that, I think that's all I want to do this week. I want to just double check that I don't have any other things. If I go to wallet and open orders, oh yeah, this is like our Hail Mary. Like we got two wax that would buy some index tokens if index has a crazy big spike down. It hasn't yet, so we don't have any index in our wallet, I don't think. Um, but we don't need to really adjust that. Let's take a look at it really quick. Has it had any spike activity recently? No, not recently. It's just doing what we kind of expect it to do. It keeps climbing. Now we're over 1.51. We had initially sold, I think, at 1.5 something.
I just got an update from BuzzKing. He said it's mutable data this time. Image won't load from the collection page, but should load fine anywhere else, such as wallet/inventory. Are you looking at the template page? And I was like, yes, I am. So those Thanksgiving packs open for cards with mutable data, and that's why you cannot see them on the template page.
Oh, I see.
But that is not an error, so you should be able to open those, and that's not an issue.
Nice. Let's see. I'm going to keep this running as well. So that we're exposed to the index token here by just having bought some and now selling it back to Wax just systematically through the LP. While we're also getting paid for that sale here in fees. And then of course our other position is Wax USDT. That's kind of our main one right now. And we have a little bit of honey staked. We have some Wax staked. But yeah, that's all I think I want to do for this 100 Wax investment. We'll see how this performs by this time next week. So far, pretty solid performance as far as the performance of this in terms of Wax and in terms of USDT. We kind of love it to just keep going back and forth as liquidity suppliers. I don't really need the price to go up or down, just to keep moving and keep trading. So this is working out pretty well. I really like that that Alcor has added these farms, because this definitely makes it nice and lucrative to kind of participate in these things. Plus, it's fun to see all this like liquidity kind of like being crowdfunded by the actual owners of the pools, again, similar to how Taco set it up, where it's the token owners or creators that are supplying the liquidity, which is really great. So I'm a big fan of this.
Thank you for the follow, Forced Laurel.
Let me.
Blackfang says, "Hey guys, sorry I didn't know you were online. Otherwise, I would have rated you guys. I actually never tried the function. I keep forgetting to check. No worries. I was actually thinking about rating into you because we're about to wrap up. I saw you're playing Dead Wager. I hope you
Dead Wager.
I hope you slayed all of your audience trying to invade you. I hope you just wrecked your invaders. I hope your audience was just slaughtered by you and you got lots of experience for it. We're about to wrap up here, though. We're just going through some tech stuff, and we talked about the Binance situation earlier. So if anyone wants to catch that, the video on demand will be up right as soon as we raid into. I think I'm going to raid into Super Dope. Super Dope's a homie.
Yeah, I'm curious how BNB token's going to hold up during this.
He said Anders added a psychotic trip mode where he lets hell loose manually. That game's already hard enough. I don't know if I need it to be crazier.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to try it again. I didn't get very far. I liked the short version of it because I feel like I actually can beat that. Get to the end of it, but yeah, I don't feel like I make it very far when I see people's high scores in the endless.
You just gotta get good. That's all you
yeah,
gotta
I
do.
guess so. I mean, I feel like those people also have the NFT. I need to get myself the NFT so I can like
You can't
level up
actually
my guy.
upgrade stuff right now, though.
Oh, so they're just that much better than me.
Yeah,
Shit.
there we go.
Well, there goes my theory. I only play short. Yeah, short's the way to do it.
And I'm also talking to somebody on YouTube right now that people can't see, but Emergency said Epic got into blockchain gaming, but Steam wants nothing to do with blockchain. If somehow CS:GO skins or OG OP skins can utilize Wax, and I first said D Market is already like a Counter-Strike market. It's not on Wax, but you can trade skins, and then
Yeah.
OP Market is literally the creator of OP skins is now creating a skin trading market on Wax. So that is the original creator of OP skins, and he's relaunching it as
Yeah.
OPMarket.ai. It's not out yet, but your wish is his command. And yeah, I don't know how it's going to work yet. I assume Counter Strike will be on there, but it hasn't launched yet, so we can't say for certain. There's pictures of Counter Strike on there though, so we would assume Counter Strike would be on there.
I would love some fucking skin trading on Wax. I think that's a great move.
Yeah, I'll probably open a second Steam account for it just because I don't want to risk screwing up my Steam account with like 15, 20 years of games on it. But just for funsies, I would definitely open a second one. All right. I think we're going to play Buying the Dip and get out of here. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We will be streaming tomorrow for a Thanksgiving stream where we talk about Thanksgiving sides. Even if you're not American and you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, come join us and vote for which foods. I'm sure even if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, you've had mashed potatoes before. Hopefully you've tried like pumpkin and pecan pie. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in your country if you've never had pecan pie before, but you need to get help. Anyway, join us tomorrow for that. We might do some giveaways too. We'll give away some more of those Thanksgiving packs. So if you would like to join us, coming out 12:30 p.m. tomorrow Pacific time. That's 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, or I mean Eastern time, and whatever time that is in your time zone. Type it into Google, figure it out, or you can join our Discord and our Discord. I post in general channel when we're live, so you can see there. Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us, everybody. This is not financial advice. This is a fun song. We're gonna dance it out and then raid into Super Dope.
Buying the dip.
Or Kevin just lost lots of money. Oh, but that's okay. I am with you, with you. Oh man.
Oh man.
Lost lots of money. Oh, but that's okay. I am with you. Here we go. Come on, push it. Buying the dip, buying the dip. Here we go. Come on,
Buying the dip.
push it. Buying the dip, buying the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Buying the dip, buying the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Oh my God, what's happening?
First of all this whining by Wall Street is making me sick. 140% of GameStop was short. GameStop was short. You can't allow Wall Street to short 75% of its stock, crushing companies into the dirt, thousands of stocks into the dirt. Then when the individual makes money, everyone's entrepreneurs. I have a kid who bought a house, paid $50,000 and bought a house. After decades of the short, you have to accept the fact that individual investors are playing the same game that you're playing, and now you're losing.
Here we go. Push it, buying the dip, buying the dip. Here we go, come on, push it, buying the dip, buying the dip. Here we go, come on, push it, buying the dip, buying the dip.
Buying the dip.
Here we go, come on, push it. Oh my God, what's happening? Here we go, come on, push it, buying the dip, buying the dip. Here we go, come on, push it, push it, push it, buying the dip. Here we go, come on, push it, buying the dip, buying the dip. Here we go, come on, push it.
Oh my God, what's happening?
There's a lot of power in organizations online.
Oh yeah.
In a subreddit, think it's really funny.
To the moon, baby.
And just affect so much in that way. There's 20,000 people live in a Discord who are spamming rocket emojis, yelling, "Go to the moon."
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have fun with Super Dope. We will catch you tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving.
See you. Happy Thanksgiving.